Hello everyone. For the 5th standard SST, yesterday we were talking about Indian struggle. Okay, Indian freedom struggle. We were talking about in that how the Britishers came to India, how they were started exploit the people of India. Okay, that is given in this chapter. So Indian freedom struggle 1. Okay, in that yesterday with the picturization we have learned about how they were started exploit us. Now today we are going to learn about exploitation of Indians by the British. Means how they start exploitation of Indians by the British. Okay. So in the previous chapter you have read about the coming of East India Company, that is also known as EEIC. Okay, EEIC stands for English East India Company. Okay, they came to our India and establishment of companies rule over India. As British established their control over India, they started exploiting Indians and took away their wealth to Britain. So first they established their rule over India, then they forcing to the people to grow whatever they want as in raw material to sending in Britain. So slowly and gradually they took our wealth to Britain. New forms of exploitation took shape. The Indians were forced to produce goods and crops such as indigo and cotton. Okay, as I told you, they were forcing to be grow or goods as they needed. The farmers cannot grow crops like grain, pulses. They can't grow because Britishers forced them to grow indigo and cotton, because indigo and cotton they use as a raw material to sending in the Britain and in their factories. Okay, these things were needed for factories and industries located in England. The British flooded the Indian market with the cheap factory made goods. Okay, Indian craft people could not compete with the low prices of the British good, and gradually many of them gave up their professions. Now what is their next policy was there? Whatever the raw material is there in India, they took in the Britain in their factories. Now whatever the cheap material things they brought from the Britain, they sold in the Indian market. Okay, and they sold in a very lowest price, so that whatever the local people, craft people were there, they can't compete. Why they can't compete? Because they use they have to put very lots of effort, and they can't compete with the lowest price. Means they can't sell in this lowest price. Okay, and these things that Britishers can bring from the Britain, and they sold in a cheapest price so that they can earn more. Okay, and they completely took that market. Okay, so many of the craft people, professionals lose their professions, or they remove that professions. As a result, many Indian goods that were famous all over the world, such as muslin, were hardly produced. Okay, means the things which is very famous in all over the world, that is such as muslin, which is not hardly produced because it is very costly, and the same kind of product made by the Britishers in the selling in a lowest price. The British introduced railways, telegraph and postal services to reach out all part of the India and continue with the economic exploitation of the country. Now what is their next strategy is they have started the telegram, railways, they also started the postal services. Okay, and so that they can reach all over the country at a possible lesser time. Okay, and they continued with this their exploitation, okay, of the country. They also promoted modern Western education in India to create large of Indians who would help them in administration of the country and remain loyal to them. Okay, now what is their next strategy is to promoted modern Western education. Modern Western education means English. Okay, then other thing also like so that they people can uh, the people can help them in administration, and also they are loyal with them. Okay, so in this manner they were exploit them. However, these measures taken by the British to gain better control over India also allowed for an exchange of ideas, mutual contact among Indian leaders. People all over the country began to realize that they were suffering at the hand of common enemy, the British. It was great unifying factor. Okay, in this all the things that done by the Britishers, the ultimate motto is to control over the India. They to control the many leaders also, but at the end people will realize that our main or our enemy is same, that is Britishers. Okay, so this is the exploitation of Indians by the Britishers. We have seen that. In that we have learned that EIC has been set up in India so that they can have the profit. Then they force to the farmers to grow indigo and cotton so that as a raw material they can send to the Britain. Secondly, they flooded, the Britishers flooded the low cost or lowest price things in India so that they can have the more profit, and because of that craft people lost their profession. Okay, then they also introduce about the railways, telegram and postal services so that they can reach to the all over the country. Then they have also started the Western education like English so that the people of India can also help them in administration. Okay. Next is they also meet with the leaders, or they wanted to make them sure that we are not your enemies, but at the end of people I can understand that they are our enemies. They wanted to exploit us, they wanted to destroy us. Okay, this is about the chapter today, the topic. Tomorrow we will move further. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.